Bassin for Life. My name is Mark, and I'm out here trying to find a new way to live. We're heading out on a nice, cool Monday morning, and we're gonna see if we can do some fishing. We've had like 2 days of straight rain, and we'll see. Usually after straight rain, there we've had kind of a drought. The fishing should be pretty good, actually. But coming out here and doing this stuff is something of my dreams. I was an addict for many years, and I had thrown my life away. And I'm starting to get it back. I've got right now I've got 6 years clean, going on 7, and I've achieved quite a bit in those 7 years. I mean, I've been able to keep a steady job, save up enough money to buy a boat. I've taken a couple vacations, and my life is continuously getting better. So now I'm starting a YouTube channel because I realize I have to try to give back, and this is something I would love to do in retirement. Make a little bit of extra money and come out here and try to inspire people that drug addiction is something it's a terrible disease. It's a disease of the mind, and it's incurable. But the thing is, you can keep it at rest, but you need to constantly to stay vigilant. You have to stay humble, basically. You have to realize that if you use again, you can go right back to where you were. And where I was not a very good place. I was a person that really struggled with getting clean. It took me many years to get clean. But I finally got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I started to follow the suggestions that were given to me. And that's just a humbling thing in alone, is having somebody tell you what you need to do to get clean, and actually listening to it, and taking their advice and taking action. That was the problem, taking action. Sure, I was put in a lot of situations where I had to not use drugs or whatever, and these were rehabs that I was forced into, mostly from the the legal system, and that's not where anybody wants to be. You don't want to have to get clean because the law says you have to. It doesn't really work. When it did work was when I finally decided that I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And then I realized I had to follow other people's suggestions, that doing it on my own was not working. So I'm out here. We're getting ready to hit the lake, heading out right now. I'm gonna try to have a good time. I'm gonna try some top water. Gonna try some different things. Try to learn a little bit. We should have bass in pre-spawn mode and spawn mode, and some probably in post-spawn mode right now. So they'd be doing a little bit of everything. So let's go out and see what we can do. Try to catch some fish and have some fun, man. You guys come along for the ride. Let's see what we can do, guys. Let's go and have some fun. All right. Okay, we're here at the lake, and starting to rain again. Oh well, not a big deal. This lake has a very, very tricky launch. You got to bring it down here just right. You got this culvert right here to the left. If you get it in that culvert, you're in deep trouble. I've been stuck in there once before. Not where you want to go. And then there's a sandbank that comes out, and you got to just kind of angle it so you come out this way. But I've done it many times, so I'm quite good at it. So practice makes perfect. All right, let's get this sucker going, man. Let's. There we go. That's a good one. Oh yeah, that's a better one. Jumper. Yeah. A little better, not really. It's a jumper though. Alright. So we are fishing this street, this bluff. Basically it's a bluff. Oh, got him right in the bottom of the jaw. He was messing around. Got you, buddy. We got you. Hey. Careful. Alright. Ooh, got a small mouth on him. Get in there. Stop. Oh my goodness. There we go. I barely had him hooked. Barely had him hooked. Little acrobat. Hey, it's fun, man. It is fun doing this, you know what I mean? Letting fish like that go. Boom, there he goes. So the smallmouth pretty much are all done spawning. They're out there cruising on the edge of this drop-off, just shooting around out there looking for food, and that's what they like to do. We just need to find a little bit bigger one. Let's see if we can do it, man. Let's go. Here we go, here we go. Alright. Alright. He was on the bed. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy in. Alright, finally. Got one on the sleeper cross. Ooh, I keep seeing beds all over the place. And keep casting to them. I mean, this water in this lake is so clear. You're talking like 20 feet deep. And that was on watermelon sleeper craw, watermelon black flake. That's a little male guarding the bed. That's a pattern that's been working all day, but that's just the first one I've landed. Let's see if we can land a couple more. You know I'm getting old when I gotta drink Boost for breakfast. Get all my my nutrients. Try and take care of my health, really. You know, you got to be in fairly good shape to fish out here. At least the way I do. You know, sometimes I'll be up here sun up to sundown. Sometimes I'll be up here in the hottest days of the year. But it's what I love to do. It's what I think about. It's my new addiction, and it's a lot better than my old addiction. And your protein boost is always good. There he is. Little guy. Little guy. Alright. Still a fish. On the Ned rig. Little smallmouth. Aggressive little guy. Yeah, it looks like a little trout fish. Like we're trout fishing. That's how I started off. One of the ways I started with, actually before I started bass fishing, I was trout fisherman. We'd walk the creeks when we were younger. You know, we'd walk the creeks and we would tie up little minnows and little skinny worms. See what we could catch, and we used to catch quite a few trout. You know, it's caught a couple of nice ones too. Some nice browns, native trout. Hey, that's how we were when I was younger, when I was fishing. Before my life got all screwed up, my dad took us out fishing when we were kids, and it stuck with us. I mean, that was one thing that I really did enjoy doing with my father, was fishing. And the fact that when I started using, I got away from all that. It was not fun, man. It was something I always felt guilty about, that, you know. I used to blow off trips with my dad, and he used to take us deep sea fishing all the time, and I'd blow him off because I would be sick or whatever. And sometimes I went with the drugs on me just so I wouldn't get sick. So it wasn't a very fun existence. There he is. There we go. All right, okay. Another bedfish. Come on, these are all males though. Getting these males off the beds. That's all right. They put up a fight. Okay, so we're back in the area where I'm starting to see largemouth beds. I see this big giant one out in front of me, and I ended up going way too close to him. But then I could see the shadows of him in the distance. So I pick up the sleeper craw again, and I start tossing it out there. And sure enough, a couple of casts out there and we landed on top of one. Figuring these guys out like that, it's just so much fun, man. It's the challenge is great, you know. It keeps me, my mind occupied. I think about fishing all the time. I can't wait, you know. I work as a carpenter all week. My body's starting to die on me. I mean, I can't even put in the hours that I used to put in, you know. And arthritis is really kicking in, and it's not the easiest thing to keep going. So I just look forward to the weekends. This is you know, an extra day on the weekend. Actually, it's a Monday, so I took an extra day. It was raining this morning, so we really couldn't work. Sometimes that's good about a carpenter. On a rainy day, sometimes you can't work. All right, hey, that was a nice one. Let's see if we can get a couple more. We got that big female is what we need. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah, nice one. Drop shot. Okay, we got something decent here. A lot of weeds right there. Oh, a lot of grass right there. Get out of grass. Get out of there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what we're looking for. Little pig. Little piggy. Alright. Get off. No. Lost too many today. Lost way too many fish today. This is the other side. Alright. Drop shot fish. Whoa. So, got him on a drop shot. We are fishing this giant point right here. This is one of the biggest points in the lake. It's a very small lake, and it's only got like 2 big points. It's about a 3-pounder, 2 3/4. Already done spawning. I don't know. It's got big red spot on the tail right there. There he is. There he is. Alright, another one. Come on, get out of that grass. Another decent one. Alright. He was off the point on some heavier grass. Another drop shot fish. They're not huge, but there's more with them. Oh my god, there's like 3 or 4 with them. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there are fish with him. I wish we had a little more sun. You guys would have been able to see it probably a little better. But there were definitely fish with them. Okay, let's see. Let's get this guy in. I think we can just pull him in. Yeah, we can. Attaboy. Right in the bottom of the lip. Oh my gosh. Look at that hook set right at the bottom of the lip. Lost my bait, but hey, another beauty. I skinnied out too. These guys are done spawning. They are out there feeding right now. He was in a small little wolf pack. So I'm pretty sure I can get a few more here. Wow, he's got some sharp teeth too, really sharp teeth. All right, guys. We figured out another pattern. Well, that last fish came off this giant point right here. There's only like 2 points in the whole lake. And this is the longer and bigger one of the 2. And I'm fishing where it comes out. It's very shallow, probably 50 feet out. It's 2 to 3, and then it keeps going slower and slower and slower. And, you know, eventually it goes down to 13, and at the very end, way out there, it goes down to 30. But most of the action that you see is between, I'd say, 4 and 12 feet. A lot of times the grass is just starting right now, so that fish was in the grass, right on the outside edge of the grass, and that's one of the best spots to fish. Always on the grass edge. Outside edges are usually the best, especially, you know, sometimes the inside edge is alright, especially early in the season when there's a lot of grass, but there's not a lot of grass right now. So, I mean, early in the season is, you know, Early when the grass is thick, they'll be on the inside, but as the season progresses, they always end up heading to the outside edge. But this guy was on the outside edge, and he was fishing there, you know? Just the fact that I can sit there and try different techniques and different ways of doing things, and it actually pays off and works is awesome, you know? When I was getting clean, I went through all sorts of different programs and all sorts of different things, and I started to have to take suggestions, and you know, I got sick and tired, so I hooked on to some people that had clean time, and they were showing me things that, you know, that they do to help them stay clean. And one of them is like reading literature every day. You know, every morning I read like Just for Today and Spiritual Principles and a little bit of the Bible, and these things help keep me sane. They keep me going, you know, keep my mind fresh and keep my mind thinking about how to stay on top of my recovery, because, you know, the minute I stop staying on top of my recovery and I slack off, you know, things could go bad really quick. So we don't want things going bad real quick. We want things to stay the way they are, and we want to keep on fishing and keep on showing you guys, you know, techniques and ways to fish, you know. So let's see if we can get some more of them bigger ones. All right. When it comes to drop shot fishing, there's many things that are involved with it. For one, the length of the leader. I have a probably 14-inch leader right here with 32nd weight ounce, very small weight. One of the whole keys is not to have too much weight, but you need enough weight to actually be able to stay on the bottom. A small hook. These are the VMC swivel hooks, so you don't get that line twist. I don't know, a lot of guys don't like them. I have no problem using them. I've caught a lot of fish using that way. I think it works out really good for me. I have less problems with the line twist, that's for sure. And to you know, just keep experimenting with different stuff. I'm going to tie on this 6th Sense minnow right now, and I like to nose hook them. And I nose hook them. It's usually that first 1/4 inch of the nose. Try to get right in the middle with it, and there you go. And you're ready to go. Make sure your hook is always facing up. And the same with the bait. Go from the bottom up. I think I'm on the bottom up. Oh yeah, I am. Alright. And that's how you do it, guys. There we go. There's a better one. There's a better one. Oh, same area, same spot. Ooh, we better check that drag. He's got a little head shake to him. A little head shake to him. Alright, alright. I don't know how much better, but definitely pulling. Yeah, it's definitely a little better. Not much, but hey, it's fun, right? You're the monster, but for this lake, it's a decent size, I guess. Catch a lot of smalls, a lot of in the middles, and a couple of bigs here and there. And that's more like in the middle. But hey, it's fun. They're fun to catch. Ooh, and he got a quick release. Very good, very good. Come here, buddy. So, that one's a better one for sure. You know, this is what I do. This is my passion in life. Trying to figure these guys out. Realizing where I casted was we're sitting on a spot that drops straight off, and when I was coming down the shoreline, I noticed that it wasn't as deep, and then when I came up to this area, it dropped off really, really fast. So I hit the deep spot a few times and nothing happened. So I cast over to where the shallower dropped down to the deep, and that's where those two fish came. So any kind of depth, you know, change or anything like that is a good place to, you know, throw your lures and cast. And, you know, I didn't use my active target or anything for that. I just the regular down view. I noticed that it went down, and that's where I wanted to cast, where that drop off was. So drop offs are always a great place. Anything that sticks out or cuts in are good places to stop. Here we go, here we go. All right. All right. He was on a bed. All right, let's see if we can get this guy in. All right, finally. Got one on the sleeper craw. Ooh, I keep seeing beds all over the place. And keep casting to them. I mean, this water in this lake is so clear. You're talking like 20 feet deep. And that was on watermelon sleeper craw, watermelon black flake. That's a little male guarding the bed. That's a pattern that's been working all day, but that's just the first one I've landed. Let's see if we can land a couple more. Well, that was a pretty interesting day of fishing. I mean, it wasn't the best fishing day. We caught fish. It was average, a little below average, but hey, you can't come out here and knock them dead every time you go out. I wish you could. I mean, that'd be great, but it just doesn't happen that way. Some days the fish are not very cooperative. So today we took what we could get, you know. Hey, you know, I'd rather be out here on a very mediocre, you know, slow day than out there using any day of the year. I mean, this is what my life is all about now. It's what I think about, you know. This old guy, when he's not fixing and building and doing what he wants, other stuff that he wants to do, he's getting ready for the weekends and getting ready to go fishing, getting ready to do some taping and try to share his experiences with you guys, you know. You don't have to go out there and use to have fun. I have a lot of fun. I've got friends that come out. We have a lot of fun. And we don't use drugs while we're doing it, man. You don't need to. Life is so much fuller without drugs. So, you know, have yourself a fuller life. Stop one day at a time. That's all it takes. 10 minutes at a time. Whatever it takes to get you going. So I did today. I'm going to finish today without using, and hopefully tomorrow's going to be the same. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Stop recording.